What's up, man? Against my better judgment, I'm gonna try to do an Elite Heroic Hive right now. I'm just bored. I miss KOF. It's just such a fun pick up and play game, and I just can't play it anymore. At least by the time it possibly gets fixed, maybe I'll have a the returning player bonus.
You are cleared for landing.
Clearance will have to be run by
Hangar bay.
patching in right.
This will be a rewarding but grueling
Yeah,
mission.
rewarding my ass.
All our
I'm not
efforts
gonna
against
get anything
AIM
for
have
doing
led
this.
us to this point. Our best chance for success will be to
You're
have
spitting out
Avengers
some
ready to
bullshit,
step
Jarvis.
in should a teammate become incapacitated. Uploading the entrance's coordinates to your HUD.
Kirby's like 30 FPS and really slow. I don't like the new Kirby games. They're
I've
so
marked the
slow
Hive's
and
entry terminal on your
clunky.
HUD.
They're not responsive like they used to be, like Superstar. I think Kirby got worse when they stopped using pixel art. The games like both look and play worse. I feel like the end of pixel art was like the end of my interest in Kirby as a whole. Remember when Kirby 64 came out, and that game is just so slow and clunky? It's like a walking sim.
Access that terminal.
All you could do was walk. All the speed and finesse was gone.
See ya! Enemy down! This may shock you! That was anticlimactic.
Other people have said the same thing
Watch
too.
your eyes, everyone!
Kirby isn't really responsive anymore.
All elevators have been accessed.
The current rumor is that there's going to be a new Switch in March. That's the current rumor, because there's a lot of games coming out on the same day in March. What people are speculating is going to happen is that they're going to put out a new version of the Switch that will be kind of like how the PS4 Pro and the Xbox Series X were, where it's like a mid-generation refresh Well, you can still run the same games, but everything will run better on the new one. The battery in mine is honestly dying pretty badly, but I haven't wanted to upgrade to the new one because I know I can just upgrade to the whatever the next one's going to be. They're going to have to put out another one. I would not be surprised if those rumors are true. I can't really see why it wouldn't be true. Next generation is like less than 2 months away. And their console can't even run some indie games. It's like a locked 60 FPS. They're gonna have to do a refresh. I don't really see how they can go much longer without doing one. Ports, whether you like it or not, are like the lifeblood of the Switch.
Head for the location on your HUD.
That's the majority of what's on there, and people don't mind because a decent amount of the ports
These
are actually
enemies
good.
must be defeated.
But as soon as next gen comes along, there's going to be a lot less current gen games coming out. They're going to have to put out something that can have a little bit more power at least. It can't even run Unreal Engine 4 games very well. Unless it's like optimized by programming wizards. Or it runs at like sub-native resolution. I would personally hold off until March if I were you. If it's not in March like everyone's saying, it's gonna be probably by the holiday season next year.
Here's an energy boost. What a waste.
The enemies have been defeated.
This may shock you.
The light's not worth it either because the Joy-Cons still drift. I think the light model is like a scam if you ask me. Because you can't replace the Joy-Cons when they drift. You have to send it in and get it repaired, which obviously right now is not the easiest thing to do.
Wrestle.
Yeah, I'm not falling for that again.
Hold strong.
Yeah, and Captain has a bad back thanks to you.
AIM scientists are fighting AIM forces. They want to defect. Help them.
Patience, goons, you're next. Don't blink. Got one.
All I do is win, win, win.
This might hurt. Don't blink.
Oh yeah, I saw that this morning. Very happy.
What a waste.
Okay, I think that
I
was
need to
all of
finish
them for
the
time
second New
being.
Game Plus.
Guess I do bite.
Probably won't hate the projectiles as much in that game after
The
playing this
scientists
for
are
like
safe,
almost 70 hours.
sending them pickup coordinates so they can evacuate.
The projectiles in this are way worse than anything in Neo. And I think I was like only like 30 or 40% through. I might just get someone in the Discord to just carry me through it. I don't really need... my character's build is pretty optimized. It's mostly just, it kind of sucks, they make you play through the whole game again, and some of the levels are a real
You
drag.
sleeping okay?
Not great.
Because you look tired.
That obvious.
To me, maybe.
Head for the location on your HUD.
Company! Alright, who's first? Got something in your eye? They're done. Got something in your eye? This may shock you. It's over.
They haven't really nerfed much in Neo 2, it's mostly just been exploits. Everything else has been mostly untouched. If anything, they've nerfed the enemies more than the player. Mostly just fixing exploits and stuff. They haven't really messed with any of the builds, I think, besides the ninjutsu stuff, but anybody with half a brain could tell you that that was going to get nerfed. And I don't even think that was directly nerfed, I think that was indirectly nerfed because the new difficulty scaling things up so much that it's not viable to just spam ninjutsu anymore. They've had a relatively hands-off approach. They don't want people exploiting, but other than that, they haven't really done much. Mostly just fixing bugs, adding quality of life stuff, and then like some minor nerfs. Oh,
So
I don't
figure
care.
you
I'll
were there
change it later.
longer, but I feel like since I was conscious the whole time, the title goes to me.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about?
An
No one
elite
watches
AIM
my stream
team
anyway.
is close by and on alert.
And this game,
Updating your
this game
HUD.
has less viewers than Hades right now. Hades is really popular at the moment for some reason.
Every member of the elite
A
team
lot of the
must
really
be
big
defeated.
streamers are streaming it now. It's consistently had like over
Bye for now.
20,000 viewers,
Good
I think, since launch, which is pretty crazy for an indie game.
Guess I do bite. Good night.
Not every big streamer just plays stuff because it's popular. Some of them actually do like the
One
games
of
they
their
play.
agents is down.
It's just most of them don't. They just play whatever the flavor of the month is because it makes money.
Well done. That squad
Seems like
member
with
has been
Hades,
neutralized.
people are just playing it because it's a good game, and it's out of early access, so I think that's a testament to its quality, actually. It's not like a flavor of the month thing like Among Us and PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds and stuff, and people are just playing that because it makes money.
Another enemy defeated. The team are no longer a threat.
Meanwhile, Avengers player base has died off because this game was so broken for so long. There's a couple partnered streamers still playing it, but they're mostly
Should be fun.
smaller ones. You know, the ones that
Okay, big
average
guy?
maybe like 300 viewers. All the big ones moved on pretty much past the campaign. I can't say I blame them.
Head for the location on your HUD. One of our resistance
You still need the
allies is
patience of a
close
saint to
by
play
and
this
could use
game,
some
but
help.
they have
There
made
is a
some pretty
chest
good
with gear
changes.
close by.
You're done. Here's an energy boost.
I'm not really interested in Genshin. The combat doesn't look great. The character design is terrible. They look like they're straight out of a how to draw anime book. Just like generic lolly moe blobs and nothing else. I can't stand that shit.
Hostile neutralized.
Just because a game is like designed to attract weebs doesn't mean that it can't have actual character design. Not just like something that looks off the how to draw anime and manga book at freaking Walmart. The combat looks serviceable, but I would get turned off by the open world really fast.
These enemies must be defeated.
Yeah, why are these guys all clumped up over here? I could have easily died right there. I heard people talking about this happening. Sometimes they just group up over here.
They put up a fight.
Oh, is it getting hot in here?
Got something in your eye? Turn up! Enemy down! Look that way.
No, I don't like big AAA games. This game is pretty much a niche game now.
The enemies
No one
have been
plays it
defeated.
anymore. Because it's been broken for a month. People are still like losing their saves and shit. The one AAA game I play ends up being a niche game because of poor management and publisher greed. I really only play action games. I don't play any of the popular stuff. I can't stand shooters.
AIM has a server bank nearby.
Anything with guns I generally can't stand. I'm not good at them either. This game is fun. It's just you need a lot of patience to play.
There they are. Neutralize them.
I think it has a pretty good core foundation, but there's a lot of stuff wrong with this game, and they have their work cut out to fix it.
AIM will throw everything at you to keep their servers. Destroy them all.
Into the shadows. Bag one! Guess I do bite.
That server has been destroyed.
No, if this was No Man's Sky Part 2, the developers would just ghost the community and come back a year later and make the game way better. This game is more commonly compared to Anthem. This game made a lot of the same mistakes Anthem did, apparently. I didn't play Anthem myself because, like I said, I don't like shooters, but... You can't say the people that made this game are ghosting people. They're definitely
Server is
not.
down. Well done.
They've been relatively transparent about what's coming and things being fixed and stuff. This game is just an example of when a publisher doesn't give a developer enough time to actually make a game. That's exactly what this game is. It's not a bad game at all, it's just... It was nowhere near ready to release. And they should have known that there was going to be a backlash. There's so many good games out right now, you can't expect people to wait around 6 months for something to actually be playable. Yeah, people are smarter than that now. They'll spend their time and money on something that actually works right now, not a year from now. But unfortunately, publishers want their money right away. So, you get games like this that aren't inherently bad, but there's so many problems with them that you need to have a ton of patience. Because with No Man's Sky 2, they kind of just disappeared off the internet. Am I soft locked? Oh, okay, this guy's here.
Excellent.
Good.
AIM server bank is down.
Plus, No Man's Sky was always a smaller scale indie game, but Sony, in their infinite wisdom, kept marketing it like it was this massive billion-dollar AAA game, and it never was. I think it's mostly Sony's fault. And it was never really meant to be a big game, just for whatever reason Sony thought it was a good idea to market it like it was. The game was made by a very small amount of people. It's a technically impressive game, but it never should have gotten the marketing it did. I feel like they just did that because they had nothing else coming out that year, at that time.
AIM resistance is certainly increasing.
I think the expectations would have been a lot more realistic if Sony hadn't been marketing it at every big event for a year.
If you can gain control of AIM's network
really
temporarily, I can infiltrate their security system. Head for the terminal so I can get you inside the lab. AIM's network is equipped with a multi-point authentication system. I need access to multiple terminals.
The more the better.
The more the better. AIM will attempt to initiate a shutdown protocol if they gain access to the terminals. You cannot let them. That helps, thank you.
Terminal neutralized.
I'm inside AIM's security system.
I notice they're more cautious about doing that kind of thing now.
Beginning infiltration.
They don't give indie games massive marketing like that anymore because they know what they did with No Man's Sky was a massive mistake. They should have never done
AIM's
that.
security system.
It's not that indie developers can't make big games, but you don't market them to people like it is a big game when it actually isn't. That's just a disaster waiting to happen. I hear the game's quite good now, but it wasn't when it came out. And the developers basically abandoned the people who paid for it. I think there were no updates for months or something.
That helps, thank you. AIM has initiated their shutdown protocol.
Help, guys!
Yes, there's a TGS stream is tonight in like 5.5 hours.
Unibeam!
Beginning infiltration.
They're going to be announcing at least one game there. I might stream it if I'm awake.
I've breached AIM's
see.
security network.
Nighty night!
Puny robots make Hulk mad.
Good. We need you, Matt.
Interact with the object ahead of you. AIM units have found your location. They must be defeated.
See ya! This might hurt.
Let's shake this up!
What a waste!
Playtime's over, kids!
Guess I do bite.
AIM's units have been defeated.
Death Smiles 1 and 2 are coming back. I don't really like those shooters. They need to bring back
You've been
Escalade
nice to the
2.
kid, Tony.
Who, me?
Come on. We have to look out for her. She needs responsible adult supervision.
And so do I. AIM has a set of turbines powering one of their emergency generators. Disable them. You need to access the terminal to reach the turbines. Destroy the turbines. AIM has sent forces to stop you.
Your eyes deceive you.
That turbine is finished. Well done.
They're done.
You disabled a turbine.
Time out.
Excellent. Turbine destroyed.
The big guy went down! On your feet!
Guess I do bite.
Into the shadows.
Bagged one.
directly at the beam, kids!
This is gonna hurt.
Good night. Enough!
The generator is no longer functional.
Were you lonely by yourself?
Fine.
Sorry I wasn't there for you, big guy.
I'm not crying.
An elite AIM team is close by and on alert. Updating your HUD. Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
Got something in your eye?
This will hurt. Guess I do bite. Bite. This may shock you.
One of their agents is down.
Here's an energy.
Gotta get something off my chest!
You asked for this.
Well done. That squad member has been...
Guess I do bite.
The team are no longer a threat.
Probably gonna get nothing from this, by the way. Her drop table's still messed up. But it's just like the last thing I have to do in this game, really, besides achievements, and I'm not an achievement hunter.
Oh, by the way, the package was delivered successfully.
Oh, great.
Tony's not gonna be thrilled.
Head for the location on your HUD.
The achievements in this game are
These
just
enemies
grinding
must be
anyway.
defeated.
Not interesting.
Don't look now. You're done. That's what I thought.
Don't do something to
Ooh, is it getting hot in here?
Bye for now. See ya. What a waste.
The enemies have been defeated.
It's going pretty quickly. It hasn't given me too many ones where I need to protect the servers. Those ones are a real pain with the AI, because they don't help you. They just fight random enemies. They're not actually programmed to do that objective.
Got
This
any
has mostly
plans
just
for
been
Golden
kill
Acres down the
rooms.
road? You know, after the dust settles.
Thinking I should renovate?
You could turn it into a bed and breakfast.
Hey, it's an elite AIM team is close by and on alert. Updating your HUD. Look for a chest with gear nearby.
Oh man, get out of there! Get out of there! It's gonna be a million rockets. Come on, open the console already. Go. These fucking rocket drones are a real endgame boss.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
Take things up a notch.
And boom!
One of their agents is down.
Your eyes deceive you.
Secret weapon!
Excellent. Another agent down.
Here's an energy boost.
Well done. That squad member has been neutralized. Another enemy defeated.
This may shock you.
The team are no longer a threat.
I do miss Avengers Tower. And the jacuzzi tubs.
Pillow top
AIM has a server bank nearby.
It's like the true end game is the elevator conversations, but because I'm on a solid state drive, I actually can't hear most of them all the way through, as it loads too fast. Oh man, a servers one. It was doing good, but just giving me kill rooms. Actually, I think this is just a destroy one. I don't have to babysit them.
AIM will throw everything at you to keep their servers intact. Destroy them all.
Don't blink.
Let's clear some of these guys out first, so I can get another invisibility activation.
Playtime's over, kid!
Bye.
Shit.
Bye. Now you're smart. Here's an energy boost.
Alright, good. Got another invisibility ready for the next floor.
AIM server bank is down.
I have mostly infinite invisibility, but depending on Mook density, Sometimes you still have to strategically use it. You don't want to pop it right at the end, if you can avoid it. Because that way you can just go into the next floor.
We have reached the hive's final floor. An elite AIM team is close by and on alert. Updating your HUD.
Try to keep up.
This is a terrible combination of enemies. Fuck.
Take things up a notch.
These guys gotta go first.
Enough!
Into the shadows.
One of their agents is down.
Another smart. This might hurt.
No, 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 no. Ah, shit. Almost got hit, stunned to death.
Excellent. Another agent down.
Another smart. Bye.
Black Widow steps on you. That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Uh-oh! Not doing so hot! Cap's out!
Guess I do bite. This may shock you. Try to keep up.
Thanks for the assist.
Dude, how much health?
Act like cattle, you get the prod.
Another enemy defeated.
Good. Off invisibility again. Get rid of this mess over here.
Good night.
The team are no longer a threat.
GG. That was pretty clean. No deaths.
Anticlimactic.
Watch me get nothing. Because this game's reward system is so great.
Truly excellent work, Avengers.
That
AIM's
doesn't
first
count.
major
That's
effort to
guaranteed.
turn the tide against us has been defeated. While we know Scientist Supreme has many schemes in the works, the immediate threat of a veritable army of robots has been thwarted. Well done, Avengers. A hearty congratulations is in order. I would high-five you were it not a digital construct and programmed to avoid overly gratuitous displays of emotion.
Yeah, I got nothing for doing that. Sucking game, man. I got one trash item for doing that. This does not count. This is guaranteed. That's some serious bullshit. Oh, actually, this is pretty good. Where did this come from? It would be better if it was crit. Well, I'm never doing that again until they fix this character's drop pool. Drop table. That was fun though. I had fun doing that, but I'm not gonna keep doing this for an hour and get absolutely nothing. Got jack shit for doing that. I'm actually gonna send a clip of this to their development team. Yeah, I didn't get one exotic for doing that. Basically got nothing. But that was like the last endgame thing I had to do in this. The only other thing that's left is this. But her drop tables are still bugged. So I'm not gonna bother doing this. Because if you get downed once, you get incapacitated once, it kicks you out unless you have somebody else at an equal power level. Well, yeah, I basically have, outside of maxing everybody out, I've 100% of this game. That was the last main objective. Everything else has been done. I definitely got my $30 worth out of this game. I hope that they'll continue to keep patching it. I do like this game, despite its flaws. It's just, you definitely need a ton of patience to play it, and I can understand that not everybody has it. This game has crashed my computer, like playing the campaign was like a mess at the end because I just got bombarded by bug after bug. It's getting better though. I think they are getting better at fixing this game. 148 power, so all that's left is getting 150 power. Yeah, her tables are messed up. It's very often you get one purple. You get one purple or like nothing at all. But she's pretty easy to clear it with because I have the perma invisibility. As you saw there, I kind of just demonstrated how broken it can be. But in my opinion, this game has broken-ass enemies. They're always, like, way better than you at everything. So, it's like the only time I ever feel powerful in this game is when I play this character, because she can just brute force everything. But her drop tables are messed up, so I haven't felt like playing much. I'm surprised it didn't crash. There was no crashing or soft locking at all during that. It just worked like it's supposed to. I'm shocked. I haven't done the priority yet. I think I'll do this and then I'll stop on this for today.
Recent intel suggests AIM is running further illicit projects in Venture Ridge. I suggest we pay the town a visit to disrupt them, and remind Monica the Avengers are a force to be reckoned with.
There's supposed to be an update in October with the female Hawkeye that I'm not familiar with. Probably going to be mad boring to play. But there's also supposed to be a raid. A raid that will have like more interesting loot. I'm pretty interested in that one because the loot in this game is pretty boring. But I can't really play as Black Widow anymore because of the loot bug.
I'm scanning the area and will feed you prime areas to target. Stand by.
If someone could clip that, me getting nothing at the end of that long mission I just did, I would greatly appreciate it. If you could do that on Twitch, so I can send it to them. They're already aware of it, but I don't know if they're aware that it happens in the Heroic Hive, too.
Disable the nearby hypercircuit station. There is a chest with gear close by.
Avenger in proximity. Get around them!
There's the other one that's like 40 floors, and that one's not worth doing. I hear that the time to reward ratio is really bad, especially with this character.
A resistance ally is in trouble nearby and needs your help.
Getting stuttering. It might be memory leaking. It's
Look
probably
for
gonna
a
crash
chest
soon.
containing special resources nearby. Destroy the station's power cores. The power core is offline.
Your eyes deceive you. What a waste. Enough!
You destroyed the power core.
See ya!
What now? Probably gonna start playing PSO 2 again or something. I really don't think this game is gonna survive as a service game. I think the next update is really gonna decide it for a lot of
Might
people.
hurt.
It really feels like all the service game stuff is tacked on, and it's like, yes, every service game is designed to, you know, keep you grinding and stuff, and things are supposed to be time-gated, but, you know, the matchmaking is still broken, the game is still unstable. I don't know how many people are actually spending money on the skins. The biggest complaint about the skins is that, you know, they're not pay to win, they don't provide any gameplay advantages, but they're all mostly just palette swaps.
Nicely
So
done.
people that don't have tons of disposable income aren't buying them. I feel like, ironically, they would make more money if the game actually was pay to win. What's kind of odd is that the progression seems like it's designed in the way that a free-to-play game would be, where it's like you can grind everything and you can play for free and never spend a dime, but it takes longer than somebody who's willing to put at least a little money into the game, if not a lot. But you can't do that in this game, so that's another thing that feels off.
Nearby.
Like how long it takes to get upgrade modules and polycoron and stuff to upgrade your gear. It takes way too long. And it feels like in any other game would be that way to facilitate microtransactions. But there aren't any in this game, so
Eyes deceive you.
you kind of just...
Enemy down!
It's just designed that way for no reason. You know, King of Fighters, as much as I love that game, is greatly designed like that. You can play that... The game's pretty generous for a free-to-play game. You know, if you do all the activities and stuff, and you save up, and you use your money, use your in-game currency in wise ways, then you can get a lot of things for free. But if you don't want to wait, or an event's about to end or something, then you spend money. But in this game, there's nothing like that. It's just... Unless you play like 16 hours a day, you're greatly time-gated in terms of the stuff that you can get. I feel like they have no idea how to design a service game. They made a pretty good single-player campaign, pretty decent game mechanics, but need some balancing that they're still working on, but they have absolutely no experience making a service game. Like, how to get people to spend money, how to make it so that people actually want to log in every day. And those are the things that's really hurting this game, honestly. The fact that it has to be a service game, it doesn't really need to be one. I feel like this could just be something like a hunting game. Just have like
Well done.
periodical updates and like paid expansions and stuff, and no microtransactions, and have all the progression designed with that in mind, that, you know, you can't spend money to get things faster or take shortcuts.
A flesh wound. Dark's out.
You disabled a turbine.
I think the fact that the game is bleeding players is pretty good testament to everything I just said.
Nice.
Excellent. Turbine destroyed.
Don't blink. This may shock you. This might hurt.
Russia. Like legal steps. Not your smarts.
What a waste.
The generator is no longer functional. If you can gain control of AIM's network temporarily, I can infiltrate their security system. AIM will attempt to initiate a shutdown protocol if they gain access to the terminals. You cannot let them.
Well, I really feel that, despite the fact that I don't really like Western games, they should have had Capcom make this. Shell out the extra cash to get
Let's
Capcom
access
to make
that
this
system.
with like
The shutdown
15
protocol
years
is
of making
progressing.
Monster Hunter games. I think that they would have made a much more balanced
That
game.
helps. Thank you.
Even if Disney forced microtransactions, it probably would have been done in a better way.
The big gun.
And this would feel more like an
I'm
actual service
inside
game
AIM's
instead of
security
a
system.
game pretending to be a service game, but is missing almost everything you would expect. I'm probably regretting it too.
Beginning infiltration.
Game would have been a hell of a lot less buggy. It
Let's
would have
access
had
that system.
better optimization. The combat would definitely be better balanced.
Thank you.
So I don't think these people have ever done anything multiplayer before, at least not like this. You know, something that actually has to be updated and
Here's a
taken care of, maintained.
Let's access that system. That helps, thank you. Beginning infiltration. The shutdown protocol is progressing. I'm inside AIM security system. That helps, thank you.
good night.
I've breached AIM security network.
The new character's supposed to have, like, some kind of, I guess, mini-campaign. There's supposed to be a raid coming out. They even said that they're going to give the old characters new moves, which I think is pretty cool. I've definitely played a lot of service games where the old characters,
Nice work.
they really
Venture
fall off
Ridge's
after a
projects
while.
are all offline. For now.
They fall off because they, you know, just the movesets get power creeped. KOF was definitely guilty of that. A lot of the characters in that game, the earlier ones, are like nowhere near as good as the old ones. I'm almost done with power level 150. It's probably like next time they refresh these, I'll be done with that. And then I'll just probably not play this character again until they fix the damn drop table. I'm not doing a 45-minute hive and getting a generic item. I don't hate myself that much. I don't know if there's any more. I think I did all the ones for this week. Yeah, there's this one, but I hear people are getting crap from this one too, and being a Black Widow player means that I have an even higher chance of getting nothing, so I'm not going to bother with that one. Yeah, I think that's all the priority stuff for this week. So, probably won't play this much. I don't know when they refresh. I think they refresh on Monday. And go grab my rewards, and then I think I'll switch games or just stop for now.
School? Oh, please. She's surrounded by the greatest brains in the world. Yeah.
Hi.
Steve? Care to do the honors?
Kamala Khan.
We're making you an Avenger, kid. He was taking forever.
Are you serious?
He reminded us of our purpose and forgave us for forgetting.
Even the big guy is more like himself than he's been in a while.
This is like the final cutscene you get for doing that hive.
The world may look a little different from the last time we were here. But so do most of us. We helped create MODOK. And humans. AIM. Monica, that
Helped create high CPU
is on
usage.
us. But we won't walk away from it.
Yeah, we'll fix this game.
We are going to face this head on. Do right by the people we've hurt. Stop those who want to hurt others.
Stop all
But
the
most of
bugs
all,
and the
We do it
crashes.
together. Sorry, I was just really into it.
What she said. Avengers. Assemble.
How are we doing out there?
Coming off?
You are cleared for landing. Transferring to hangar.
Heroes the world over sing of my quality wares.
That's almost good.
Hold
Pretty
back
much have like
for
best
now,
in slot stuff,
but
really.
I'll have more in the
Non-exotic
blink of an
stuff.
eye.
This is what gives me permanent invisibility. This one. Basically 20% chance every time I attack an enemy to get a meter gain burst. The other stuff is useless. The only thing that matters. Also, it has 60 might too.
You ever want to try a new look? Now's the time. Too bad. Maybe next time?
I'm over here if you need me. Oh, darn. Maybe next time?
Seems to be in pretty good shape.
security check.
Actually, I have 3 DNA keys, don't I?
Full power.
I'll run through those later. It's more repetitive than the hives because you have to keep running around. At least the hives is just mostly just straight fighting. There's not really anything getting in the way. Hunting for the chests is really repetitive. There's like a couple set places that they spawn.
We read you. Alert us if anything changes.
I would need like, I think like 100 more anyway. That's nowhere near enough. Next time they do the priority missions, I think it's going to be Monday. I think that's when they reset them. No, won't be maxed out with this character. Exotics aren't that much better than legendaries right now anyway. It's been one of the biggest complaints, is that there's such a grind to get. And there's so many layers of RNG to get a good one, and they're not even... They're still not guaranteed to be better than the stuff the random drops. Definitely go into whatever content they add, pretty much as soon as they add it though. It's kind of why I felt like logging on today. Get those last few power levels, finish the final main objective, and then just wait. They did a stream with, I think it was 2 weeks ago, they did a stream with like a decent-sized Twitch partner, and they were mentioning a lot of good stuff. A lot of things I really wanted to hear personally, like looking into the unblockables so that characters like Captain America can actually function instead of being useless. They mentioned some new kind of raid where I guess you can get gear with the fixes you can't find anywhere else. That sounds really interesting.
Did I say thank you yet? 'Cause thank you. Truly. Let me know when you've finished, okay? Thanks. This is amazing.
Oh my god, hi.
Yes. Glad an Avenger's on the case. Seriously? You're the best. We really need this. I'll see you later.
Oh, fine then. Gosh.
Glad an Avenger's on the case. Let me know when you've finished, okay?
All I have left is, if I did care to get the achievements, all I have left is basically just grinding 50 hive missions. I would be more inclined to do that if my character would actually get rewarded properly, and they're not right now. Intelligent files, aim prisoners is just a boring grind. This is basically just the Bloody Palace. Yeah, all this is just boring grinding. I don't care to do any of this. I did the hardest content in the game by myself, without dying once. And I think that's good enough for me, for now at least. I'm sure that this other stuff will come in time, but I don't really see the point in doing a bunch of menial tasks, especially when the reward system in this game is still not great. It's definitely gotten better. They're kind of starting to add an actual equivalent reward for the amount of time you put in. But they've still got a long way to go. The loot is still really boring. The most interesting stuff is kind of like what I'm running on Black Widow, where I can basically just use my moves almost non-stop. And that makes you inherently more powerful because all of those things have invincibility frames. So you can kind of just ignore all the unblockable bullshit when you can use your moves pretty much all the time. You don't even really have to dodge them, and it prevents the very high chance of getting killed anyway because the dodge doesn't have enough invincibility frames. Yeah, I've done everything that requires skill at this point. Getting power level 150 is just time-gated grinding, which next time they refresh the priority missions, I'll have that done. And the rest of this is just boring shit. I don't care to do it. Gotta draw the line somewhere. Probably work on Captain America or Iron Man next. But I'm kind of waiting for see what the next update's going to be. How many concurrent players do they have right now on PC? They can't be looking too good right now. PC is getting the short end of the stick. You don't get Spider-Man, and like no one's playing. And there's been like way more issues on here than the other platforms. Yep, they have just about 4,000 people playing. That's pretty bad. And the matchmaking's like even more broken than before. A lot of people are complaining that the new content they're promising, or the new content they've been adding, the hives and stuff, all those are single player only, and they're complaining about it. I'm like, well, as a PC player, a PC peasant, I have no one to play with anyway, so I prefer to not get locked out of the end game because no one's playing, because we have the best and worst version of the game. If they seriously shoehorn people into playing online, then I might have to shelve that game cold turkey like KOF, because I don't know how they're gonna fix the player base. I feel like they would have to do a pretty steep discount and fix literally everything. Preferably when they fix everything. That's the only way they can get people to come back. See, how much time did I get out of the game? So all I have left is grinding. 66 hours for 30 bucks. That's actually pretty good. And the only achievements left are all just boring, just time-gated grinding, repetitive, not even really worth the time. Alright, well, I'm getting kind of hungry, so I think I'm going to snack up. Well, I'll do when I come back. I was thinking of looking at Warframe, since I'm still looking for something to replace King of Fighters, because apparently they pushed out an update for that, not for King of Fighters itself, but for the emulator I was using, and it still gets false flag as a cheat program, so it doesn't seem like that will get fixed anytime soon. It seems like I might actually just have to completely stop playing that game. I mean, I haven't been able to play it for like 3 days. All the other emulators crash too often. I don't have the patience for that right now, especially after like almost 70 hours of Avengers, which crashes just as often. So, I was going to look at Warframe. I was going to look at the new class in PSO2. I was going to check that out probably later today as well, and see if I want to stick with either of them as a replacement for now. As I don't think the Avengers update's going to be anytime soon. The best thing that could happen for me with Avengers would be if they fix Black Widow's drop table, so that it's actually worth me doing the endgame content. Right now it's not, as you guys just saw. I cleared that thing with flying colors. Very rarely was in danger. That was actually a really clean run, and I got literally nothing for doing it. So, probably work on Iron Man or Cap, and then that's going to be it for now. I think tonight at 11... is when the Koei Tecmo stream is, so that might actually be when I come back. I might come back a little bit before that and do the things I just said, and then I'll just segue into the Koei Tecmo stream. That's going to be most relevant to what I do on here. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.